Hello dear viewers, you are most welcome and thanks for watching. If you are new to this channel, please kindly subscribe and hit the notification button so that you are notified whenever a new video has been uploaded. Tonight we have our item, level item 1, and it is about quadratic equation. Here it reads, the Uganda National Revenue Authority UNEB levies excise duty on each and every imported commodity depending on its nature. Kachacha, as one of the prominent businessmen who deals in importation of electronic gadgets, especially brand new phones from Japan, he once imported categories of phones A and B, which were wrapped in one luggage. The labels on the luggage were as follows. We have Roman number 1. Category A of phones were wrapped in smaller square sealed boxes than for category B. Then Roman number 2. There are 24 square boxes of category A phones and 36 square boxes of category B phones. Then Roman number 3. The sum of areas of two different square boxes is 400. Then Roman number 4. The difference in their perimeter is 16. Then we have our task. Part A, help Kachacha in determining the side of each square box. Then part B, if UNEB charges UGX 250 per 1 centimeter squared area covered by each and every square box, how much excise duty does he supposed to pay? Then we can have our solution for this number. So we can begin by letting X and Y be the side of the smaller and bigger square box respectively. So let's have a part A. So that means that from this information, they said that the sum of areas of two different square boxes is 400 centimeters squared. And if you have made X to be the side of a smaller box and Y to be the side of the bigger square box, then you can get from the sum of the areas. So we can say that we are going to have X squared, as we are getting the area of the square, plus Y squared, giving us the total area, which is 400. We can name this as our equation 1. Then you can say that also from the information given, as in like the difference in their perimeter is 16 centimeters. So we can say that remember Y is for this bigger one. So we can begin by getting the perimeter of the bigger square. Remember, square has 4 sides. So we are going to have 4y, and I say the difference, minus 4x equals to 16. Now let's simplify this. So the common one here is 4. We can put it out. We have 4 into y minus x equals to 16. From here we can divide it through by 4 on both sides. So we are having divide by 4 divided by 4. Our y minus x equals to 16 divided by 4, giving us 4. We can name this our equation 2. We first make y the subject. We can have y minus x plus x equals to 4 plus x. Say that we have our y being equal to x plus 4. We can now name this as our equation 2. And now we can go ahead use equation 1 and 2 to proceed with our solution. We're going to say that from equations 1 and 2, we are going to say that from equation 1, we have x squared plus y squared being equal to the 400. But y is equal to x plus 4. So we can now substitute in. So we are having x squared plus our y, which is x plus 4, by the way of it squared, being equal to the 400. So x squared plus, this is the same as x plus 4 into bracket multiplied by x plus 4 being equal to 400. So this is x squared plus x times x, we have x squared plus x times 4, we have 4x plus 4 times x, get 4x plus 4 times 4, we have 16 equaling to the 400. So x squared plus x squared, we are going to have 2x squared plus 4x plus 4x, we have 8x plus 16 equals to the 400. As we simplify further by bringing this one, the 400 on the left hand side, so that we can form a quadratic equation, we are going to have our 2x squared plus 8x plus 16 minus the 400, giving us the 400 minus 400. So this means that we have 2x squared plus 8x. Now we have 16 minus 400, giving us the answer as negative 384, being equal to 0. So we can see that there is a common factor of 2. So from this equation, which is 2x squared plus 8x minus 384 being equal to 0. So let's divide it through by 2, by 2, by 2, by 2. So our quadratic equation is going to be x squared plus 8 divided by 2. We're having 4x minus the 384 divided by 2, giving us the answer as negative 192, being equal to the 0. So let's go ahead and solve our quadratic equation here. So we can use one of the methods of solving quadratic equations. So we are now solving for x in x squared plus 4x minus 102 equals to 0. So we can now use our quadratic formula that from x being equal to the negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. But from our quadratic equation, which is x squared plus 4x minus 192 being equal to 0, we are having our value of a being equal to 1, our value of b being equal to 4, and our value of c being equal to negative 192. So this implies our x is going to be equal to the negative, so we have negative 4 plus or minus the square root of our b, which is now 4 but squared, minus 4 multiplied by our a, which is 1, multiplied by our c, which is negative 192. So the whole of it divided by 2 multiplied by our a, which is 1. Now let's simplify this expression. So we have our x being equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared. We have 16. The negative and negative is going to be a plus. So we have 4 multiplied by 192, giving us the answer as 768 divided by 2 times 1, giving us a 2. So we have our x being equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 4 squared. We have 16. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times, now negative 4 times negative 192, we are getting a positive 768. The whole of it divided by 2 times 1, giving us a 2. So we have x equals to the negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 plus 768, giving us the answer 784. The whole of it divided by 2. As we simplify further, our x equaling to negative 4 plus or minus, so the square root of 784 is 28. The whole of it divided by 2. So from here you can say that either x is equal to our negative 4, you can now consider plus alone, plus 28 divided by 2. So our x is giving us negative 4 plus 28, giving us 24 divided by 2. So our value of x becomes 12. So we can say x is equal to negative 4 minus 28 divided by 2. So our x is equal to negative 32 divided by 2. Our x equals to negative 16. So here we remember these are now the roots of the quadratic equation that we formed. So we are going to consider one value which is positive, because side x is a side of a square box, and of which a side can't be negative. So from here, and now we are going to use the value of x as 12 to solve for y. So we can say that from equation 2, which was y equals to x plus 4. So we are saying that but our x is now 12. This implies that our y is equal to 12 plus 4, implying that our y equals to 16. Therefore, we can conclude, therefore, the sides of the smaller and bigger square box is 12 centimeters and 16 centimeters respectively. So that one is our final answer for part A. Then as we proceed for part B, which says that if UNEB charges UGX 250 per 1 centimeter squared area covered by each and every square box, how much excise duty does he supposed to pay? So, but in here they say that there are 24 square boxes of category A and 36 square boxes of category B. So for part B, we are going to have part B. They say there are 24 smaller square boxes and 36 bigger square boxes. So let's determine area of each smaller square box. So we are going to have the area equaling to 12 squared. So area equals to 144 centimeter squared. That is for a smaller square. Then for a bigger one, we can have it decide as area of each bigger square box. So we are going to have area being equal to 16 squared. So we have our area equaling to 256 centimeters squared. And now we are going to get the total. So they said there are 24 smaller squares. If one is equal to 144 centimeters squared, what about 24? We're just going to simply multiply. So let's obtain the total area. So we are seeing that total area covered by all boxes. So we are going to, so total area is going to be equal to the number of the smaller square boxes multiplied by the area of each one of them, plus, because we are getting the total, there are 36 bigger square boxes multiplied by the area of each one of them, which is 256. So we are getting our total area as, so we have 24 multiplied by 144. So we have 24 multiplied by 144, giving us the answer as 3,456 plus 36 times 256, giving us the answer as 9,216. So the total area is equal to, as we sum up the two, we are having the 3,456 plus 9,216, giving us the answer as 12,672 centimeters squared. And in the question, they said if each 1 centimeter squared costs this, how much excise duty does it supposed to have? So here we are going to simply multiply. We are going to say that amount to be paid is going to be equal to 250 multiplied by the total area, which is 12,672. So as we modify that, we are getting the answer. So it's giving us the answer as 3,168,000. We can now therefore conclude and say, therefore, he is supposed to pay UGX 3,168,000 shillings. So this becomes our answer. And thanks for watching. Goodbye.